about doing this Facebook Live and unveiling our newest product. It is absolutely thrilling. And we are just checking a couple of last-minute technical things here. So if you're joining us on Instagram Live, if you're joining us on Facebook Live, and if you're joining us on YouTube Live, if you can give us a like or a heart or anything that tells us that you can see and hear us. We're also going to check and make sure that everything is in focus on our A camera. We're going to check and make sure that that's nice and focused. We've got our other cameras running and rolling. I'm seeing a couple of different people popping in and giving us some comments on there as well. I'm just gonna call out Patty Fisher really quick, who said that she can't wait to see a Lagodo on our new Propel Air Platform. And I just have to say, I agree. I absolutely agree. I can't wait to have a cute little Lagodo puppy in our Blue 9 family. It's going to be absolutely thrilling. So thank you everyone that's joining and is giving us those likes, those hearts, those little notes that tell us that you can hear us just fine. That's awesome. Helps us check all of the technology stuff before we jump into all of the great stuff. I'm thrilled and really excited to announce the Propel Air Platform from Blue 9 Pet Products. And we have a whole lineup of information available tonight for you guys that are joining us live. To give you kind of a little bit of a rundown, we have some pre-recorded videos showing how the Propel Air Platform works, some of the features and benefits of it, and then we also have some live jobs here in studio in order to show you some live training demonstrations. I'm excited to show you how to get started with canine fitness training with your dog with this new piece of equipment. Now, I hope that you guys will find a ton of value in the educational content as well that we're going to be going through, but if that's not your thing, then the giveaways sure will be. So I have a couple of asks for you guys. One, we're giving away 2 different things in our live today. The first thing that we're going to be giving away is t-shirts. Okay, so we've got these really cool, awesome t-shirts, and we grab one off camera here really quick. Our new t-shirts right here, they're super cute. They're kind of like a dog park theme. They say helping dogs succeed. And that's what Blue 9 Pet Products is all about, is helping dogs be successful in their homes. And this product is going to be exactly the same. I'm really excited to tell you guys a little bit more about that. Now, if you're interested in figuring out just how do you win one of these t-shirts, we're giving away a bunch of them. But how do you win one of these t-shirts? What you've got to do is share this post. So for our Instagram friends, that's going to be a little bit difficult. For our YouTube friends, that's going to be a little bit difficult. But for our Facebook friends, that's pretty easy. What I want you to do is share this live broadcast. And what I want you to write as your caption is this: I'm watching Blue 9 reveal their new product. I'm watching Blue 9 reveal their new product. So what I'm looking for, you guys, is that you'll share this post, say that you're watching us live, that you're learning all about this new product, and that you want people to come and join this live stream with us, okay? So we're going to be giving away a ton of those tricks throughout this live broadcast. What you've got to do is share this live broadcast on Facebook. Now for our friends on Instagram, if you also have a Facebook channel, definitely come on over to Facebook. There's a couple of things we're going to be doing on Facebook that we just can't do on Instagram. One of them is we're going to be showing some of our recorded videos that show some other training demonstrations. Sadly, we can't get it on Instagram for you. So if you would, I want you guys to hop on out of Instagram, hop on over to Facebook. You can check us out on our Facebook page, Blue 9 Pet Products, of course. And that's where you guys will be able to take advantage of some of the giveaways that we're doing. Awesome. I'm just going to touch base with my tech crew. How's everything going back there? Is there anything that needs to change on this side?
Everything's good on your end. We are having some audio issues I'm trying to work out right now.
Oh, sad day. Having some audio issues.
Yeah, metal shaft, or we sound like, apparently. So,
uh-oh.
But we'll figure it out.
Do we know if it's coming from this mic or from that mic?
It's from the Facebook mic, so we need to figure out what's going on with that.
All right. We're going to take just a 30-second break while I do things around and see if we can't figure out what's going on here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Take this time to go ahead and do that share while we check and see what's going on with our mic. I'm going to go ahead and unplug my mic, plug it right on back in. We can hear you, it's just a little delayed. That might have something to do with how fast that I talk to you.
Okay.
Unplugging it and plugging it back in may have done the trick.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. All right, thank you everyone for being a part of this live. and we're waiting so patiently during this. All right, so if you've gone ahead and done that share, you've shared the caption, I'm watching Luna reveal your new product. If you've done that, we're ready to jump into our very first demonstration of this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll one of our videos that we've already recorded to give you an idea of what this product can do. As I said previously, Blue 9 strives to help dogs succeed, and this new product is no exception.
Hoping to help your dog build balance, agility, and strength? We've got a platform for that. Blue 9 is pleased to announce the new product to the current lineup of premium solution-based pet products. When we set out to design the Propel Air Platform, we knew we wanted to create something special, a tool to help connect owners and their dogs, to propel their relationship and performance to new heights, and to prepare dogs' bodies for the activities they do. Proudly made in the USA, the Propel Air Platform with sacrificing quality.
Awesome, thank you everyone. So you guys saw in that video that they do connect together. This is the first canine fitness piece of equipment that connects together. It's also one of the first pieces that was made in the USA. So we're gonna make sure that our A cam is pointed directly down here so that you guys can see this. I'm gonna show you a little bit about how the Propel Air platforms actually connect together. So right here, we've got connection points. These connection points, there's one on each side of the equipment. There's a wide variety of ways that we can connect the pieces together. One of my favorite ways is actually connecting it into this T-shape, and I'm gonna show you how to do that in just a second. When we connect it into this T-shape, we can have our dogs put their front feet on the wider piece of equipment and their rear feet on this narrower piece of equipment. We've got these handy dandy little connector straps, which of course you can't see black on black. Let's see if, I don't know where I can, oh look, right down here on the screen. So this is one of the clues that we put together on our Facebook page earlier this week so that you would see what could this possibly be for. Of course, Blue 9 Pet Products is all about connecting different things together. Our clients both connect and stack, and it was no surprise that we would also want to make sure connection points were available on our canine fitness equipment. So I'll show you guys how we do this really quick. I'm just going to tent these two pieces together. I'm going to loop my little hook and loop Velcro type strip through here. And it's like a little zip tie, so I can flip it through my little zip tie. There's a close-up video of this someplace else that we'll definitely share as well. But I think that it's pretty self-explanatory. And now I've got these two pieces connected together in my T-shape. So I can do different exercises with my dog. And Rue, my expert demo dog, is here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull him off of the platform, the climb platform, and show you some of what he can do on our air platform. So as I said, I like using it in this T-shape. There's definitely going to be a balance challenge. He's very excited. You can see that he's shaking with anticipation here. There's a balance challenge while he's standing on this piece of equipment, and he's going to shift his body from left to right as he's following the cookies and as he's trying to maintain balance. What I love about utilizing the Propel Air platforms in this setup is that he tends to go really wide in his rear. That's going to be improper form. So I'll even pivot him around so that you guys can see what that looks like. So if I put him up on this equipment, for example, and I ask him to stand here, you'll notice that he stands with his rear legs splayed out just a little bit. That's not proper form. We want to encourage him to stand with nice, neutral body language while he's up here. And so by utilizing the equipment in different sides and different setups, I can help encourage him to use proper form in that way. So let's show a couple more little exercises here with that proper form. Let's see if you can do your tuck sit. With both legs. Kick back. Good job. Very nice. Tuck sit. Tuck sit. Sit. Thank you. And can you do your pop? Nice. Go all the way. Pop. Good job. So there's a wide variety of different exercises that you can do with it set up in this way. Good job. All right, I'm going to send you back over here and we're going to talk a little bit more about it. And you guys, if you have questions or comments as well, absolutely feel free to add those into the comments section below. We absolutely want to answer any questions that you might have as we go through different things. I I also wanted to highlight really quick that this is made in the United States. Rue's ready to work some more. As soon as I pull out another piece of equipment, he's ready to go. These are made in the United States. That's something that's really important to Blue Nine as a whole. So anytime that we can manufacture right here, that is definitely a goal that we keep towards as well. As far as this equipment goes, though, there's so many other features that this product is packed with. There's some different benefits that really, truly matter as well. And I want to roll our next video so that you guys can see some of those in action, and then I'll show you a few more demonstrations with Rue as well.
Designed with connection points and pro grid lines to offer you and your dog the most flexibility to reach your fitness goals. The Propel Air Platform can be inflated to a wide variety of different inflation levels. When first introducing our dog to the product, we'll want to start off with a neutral inflation level. A neutral inflation level encourages balance challenge from left to right. When we're ready to increase the balance challenge for our dog, simply inflate the Propel Air Platform more. What this does is still challenge our dogs from that left to right movement, but it'll also roll front to back even more. This inflation level should be reserved for confident dogs that have been actively involved in a fitness program for some time. This inflation level has the potential to roll the equipment if the dog is not standing properly balanced.
So just a quick note for our Instagram followers, remember that we are showing various different videos on our Facebook Live. Our Facebook Live is also where you're able to enter for that chance for the free giveaways. So if you are on Facebook, definitely go and check it out there so that you can get all of the videos that we are posting through there so that you're able to see them. Now, if you're not on Facebook, we will be posting a product video sometime early next week. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of when this product is going to launch here shortly as well. So that video, I absolutely love showing off the different inflation levels. What that does is it creates a very versatile training platform for your dog. So we talked a little bit about you'll want to use a neutral inflation level when you get started with your dog. So when you look at this neutral inflation level, what we are looking for is mostly that is going to challenge your dog from left to right as they are balancing on this. There is some slight roll back and forward here as well. And so that's our neutral inflation level. You're gonna, when you receive this product, you're gonna pump it up just a little bit. It ships slightly under inflated. So you've got that left to right and that forward and backward when you have it neutrally inflated. You can also underinflate it. So by inserting a needle into it, inside of with a pump that you can purchase separately, if you insert the needle into it, depress it, it's going to let out some of the air. Now it might be a little hard for you guys to tell, but this is going to be underinflated. So what it does is it creates a cradle. So the base underneath this is going to be curved. That's perfect for utilizing it with an overinflated Propel Air Platform. So why do we care about the inflation levels though? Why we care about that is because we want to be able to customize the balance challenge for our dogs as we're working on a fitness program with them. We may start with just getting our dog to do a front foot target to the platform, seeing if they can hold a balanced stand while their forelimbs are elevated and it's challenging their balance. As we start to progress in our canine fitness journey with our dogs, and as they get better and better, we want a way to customize the balance challenge for the dogs where they're at. So as we start to work on different things with our dogs and they get better at it, let's increase that challenge for them a bit. Let's make it a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to come back to this cradle here in a second. And what I'm going to do is I want to work on having my dog use the Propel Air Platform at a balance challenge level that's going to be more challenging for them. By overinflating this, not only do I still have that left to right balance challenge, but it's also going to roll back and forward as well. Now in our video, we mentioned that if your dog is not standing properly balanced on this, they can roll the equipment. It's really important that you're only utilizing this inflation level on dogs that have been in a canine fitness program for some time and know how to stand balanced on the equipment. But one of the other ways that we can make this a little bit more stable is by using a underinflated Propel Air Platform as a base. So take my overinflated platform, set it on top of my underinflated platform, and now I've created a cradle. What I've also done is elevated the platform as well. So now I have a much taller surface area for my dog to work on. So let's look at both of those side by side really quick with Brew. So you saw him working on some neutrally inflated platforms. Now I'm going to work him on the overinflated platform. So we'll start with this, and then we'll also show him on the Cradle as well. So I want him to put his front feet up onto the platform and find a balanced stand here. One of the ways that I can do that is by making sure that his feet are standing balanced on the pro grip lines. So we're going to talk about it again here in a second. So what I'm looking for is that he's balanced on the equipment. So he puts his front feet up on the equipment in the center, and that he's able to find that balanced stand. You're very excited for these cookies. I could have used kibble for you. Sit. Stand. Good job. Awesome. And then go back. Very nice. Now I can also turn the equipment, and this is going to cause a different level of balance challenge for him as well. It's going to cause him to be on the more narrow side of the surface. I still want to see if I can position him so that his feet are on either sides of the pro grip lines, so that I can see that he's standing balanced and neutral from left to right. There it is. Okay. Are you going to down for me? Down. Good. Stand. Very nice job. Awesome. So you see how challenging that can be, even for a dog that's been in the fitness program for some time. He is a little fatigued. He went for a nice long hike yesterday when we went hunting for some mushrooms. But he's a little tired today. All right, so now I want to show you. Through go hunt. Now I want to show you how I use an overinflated Propel platform on a cradled Propel platform. Okay, so it's an underinflated. I'm going to go ahead and set up my overinflated one on here. And now I can utilize this as a taller platform for my dog to work on. Pretty quick, easy, good. Nice job, nice job. You pick that weight. Touch. Here you go. So you can see that by elevating them up, by putting the overinflated Propel platform on top of the cradled Propel platform, and shifting more weight to his rear. So this is going to be a rear strengthening exercise, but it's also stabilized the overinflated Propel platform quite a bit, just making this balance challenge a little bit less challenging for him. And he's doing a phenomenal job up here. So as you are starting to look at some of the fitness equipment and setting up your fitness routines, make sure that you are being very careful about the inflation level that you're utilizing with your dog, in order to make sure that you're matching it to your dog's capability. One of the great things about this piece of equipment is it's so versatile as it pertains to the inflation levels and connecting the different pieces together. Awesome. How's our audio situation working out?
It's working okay. I think you're getting better. But questions. There are some good questions that people are asking. Did you want me to give you some?
Perfect. Yes. If it's something that we
haven't covered, we may not cover yet in our outline. So
yes,
so
perfect. Absolutely.
The biggest one. What do you think the biggest question is?
When does it launch?
Yes, that is the huge question.
All right. Let's do a quick little room refresh then and announce that date. Tuesday, April 27th. It's up on the screen. So just to do a quick refresh, I've seen a ton of people that have joined this Facebook Live halfway through. So let's give a quick little recap for you. One, we're giving away prizes. So that's the coolest part of it, right? If you want to be entered to win one of these prizes, share this Facebook Live and use the quote, "I'm watching Blue 9 reveal their new product," okay? And I'm actually going to stand up and come towards camera, so if you want to set up our A-roll a little bit better for us,
Sure.
I can come in.
Sure.
Talk to the camera, talk to you guys a little bit. One of the other things that we're doing, of course, is talking about our new Propel Air Platform, some of the different ways that we can use it. And I'm doing some training demonstrations with dogs as well as we're going through this. But let's talk a little bit about the actual product launch details, since you guys are probably already asking about them. When is it launching? Save the date, Tuesday, April 27th, okay? Now we also have a limited time offer during the product launch. Who doesn't like to hear about that? Limited time offer. While supplies last. I don't want it to sound super salesy, you guys, but we do like to do really nice things for our customers. So for a limited time, when we launch this product on Tuesday, April 27th, when you buy 2 of the Propel Air platforms, you're going to receive 2 of the connector straps, the hook and loop connector straps, and an air pump so that, of course, you can inflate your Propel Air platforms when you receive them for free. And the promotion is going to add automatically. So if you add 2 of those Propels to your cart, the Propel Air platforms, when you add them to your cart, as you go to the checkout process, you'll notice that 2 free gifts were added to your cart automatically. You don't have to do anything. Now, this offer isn't available to our dealers, but for our dealers, if you're already a current Blue 9 Tech Products dealer, and you have an open and active account with us, when you log into your dealer account, you'll see your special pricing is available there as well. Now, if you are a professional dog trainer, or if you have a retail location, you're looking to carry the whole suite of Blue 9 Tech products, our Climb dog training platform, our award-winning #1 rated balance harness, which is a front attachment no-pull harness, and our newest product, the Propel Air Platform, the first connectable, inflatable canine fitness equipment made in the United States. If you're interested in learning more about our reseller program, definitely check out our website. We've got a little tab along the top that says dealer info, or you can send us a message. So that's a little bit of the information about that. I'd love to answer any other questions that have come through. And in just a few minutes, we'll roll another video, but I'd love to answer any questions that have come through so far.
Another one is how is easy it to inflate, and what do you do, and how do you inflate it, and all that stuff?
Great question. How do you inflate it? How do you deflate it? And how easy or difficult is it? So you utilize a basic needle pump. Let me grab one really quick. So it's just a basic pump. What's really cool about this, though, is that it does have a built-in needle storage. So in the handle, there's a photo of this that will be available on the website as well. But in the handle, there's a little hole, and this is where you're going to store the needle. So when you are inflating your equipment, you just insert the needle, pump it up, pretty easy. If you want to take air out of your Propel Air platform, you simply unscrew the needle. That was challenging. Insert the needle into the Propel Air platform, depress it, and air is going to come out of it. You depress it until it gets to the point where you like it. So if you're trying to create a cradle, then you're going to depress it until it is kind of concave in there. And then you can inflate it until it's at the desired level for you. And we can outline those neutral, over, and underinflated levels. One of the things that I do, though, is I kind of get tired of inflating and deflating things personally. So I just have 4 of them inside of my training area so that I always have one that's underinflated. I can grab it when I need it. I always have 2 of them neutrally inflated, and I always have 1 of them that's a little bit overinflated. So there's another reason to have multiples. That's a great question. I hope that I answered it well. What other questions do we have?
There's one that I don't know if you can answer, and that is the colors. So that's been asked a lot. So
what color does it come in? It comes in our Blue 9 Gray. So that is the color that we are launching with. That's what we have. That's all that we have planned and available at this time. So you definitely want to take advantage of that while it's there.
And then
we do anticipate these to sell out. But of course, we'll have them back in stock. They might go on back order for a short period of time, but we'll be getting more in stock shortly as well. But definitely, you want to be the first to get them and take advantage of that limited time offer.
And then since it's gray, I've gotten this question a few times. Is it made out of metal?
Is it made out of metal? No. Metal's not flexible unless I guess aluminum. Aluminum's flexible, really thin sheeting. No, it is not made out of metal. We'll actually talk a little bit more about that later, but it is made out of an FDA-approved food-safe material that is BPA-free, latex-free, and phthalate-free. We don't recommend eating it or eating off of it, but it's a flexible material that our dogs are able to do different balance exercises on. I was going to say great question, but I think it's kind of strange, but maybe it's just our lighting.
Yeah, I think it is our lighting. I think it is that. We'll just blame everything on technical difficulties.
I just saw another one pop up. Someone says, is it metallic or just gray? It's not sparkly. It is just gray.
Good. Awesome. All righty. Well, that's about it for now. I'll keep asking those questions because that does also help us know who to see that's sharing and being active. So.
Yes, absolutely. So let's just do another really quick recap, and then we're going to roll into another video. If you are joining us on the Facebook Live, you are eligible to enter for our different prizes. If you are still on Instagram, how many people do we have on Instagram over there, Trevor?
Instagram, you guys are being really good over here. We have 10 right now. So
awesome. So it sounds like they caught the memo early on and got over onto our Facebook, which is amazing. So if you're still on Instagram, head on over to Facebook. We're showing some really cool videos over there, and we're also doing giveaways. While I've got you guys here, before we jump back into some of the different training exercises, doing some demonstrations with Rue, then I wanted to tell you guys one more quick thing. I've got my notes. This is my cheat sheet down here. Trevor.
Yes.
Do you think we should give away 3 Propel platforms, Propel Air platforms?
That would be awesome. Who wants to win a Propel platform?
Who wants to win our Propel Air platform? I'm just going to come in here really quick. We've got fun, exciting, some people on here. This is exciting. Who wants to win one of 3 Propel Air platforms? I just came up with this on the fly. This was not on my notes. I think that we should do a giveaway. More giveaways.
Oh my gosh, our comments have exploded.
All right, so honey, who would take it for that, right? Okay, so we're gonna give away 3 Propel Air platforms, 1, 2, 3 separate winners, and here's how you have to enter to win. We've got our t-shirt thing, you can still win both, okay? If you get randomly drawn for both, you can still win both, okay? We're giving away t-shirts. If you share this Facebook Live, say, I'm watching Blue Nine reveal their new product, share that, you're entered to win the t-shirt. If you want to be entered to win one of 3 Propel Air platforms, you need to ask a question. And it needs to be a thoughtful question. Like, is this product cool? Well, duh, it is cool. But it needs to be a thoughtful question. So if you want to be entered to win one of 3 Propel Air platforms that we're going to give away at the end of this live stream, I need you to ask a question. I need you guys to help guide this a little bit. I need to know what you want to know. I think I did a pretty good job putting together an outline, but I want to know what your questions are. I want to be able to answer them more specifically for you in order to answer the question. Because if you've got that question, someone else also has that question. So if you want to be entered to win one of 3 Propel Air platforms that we're going to give away at the end of this live stream, ask a question. Drop a question in the comments below. Trevor's keeping great track of them. And so we're going to circle back and we're going to answer those in a minute. Let's get back to our Propel Air platform though. The Propel Air platform, I believe, is the most versatile canine fitness equipment available on the market. So I want you guys to see it in action just a little bit more. So we're going to roll video 3.
The Propel Air Platform is the first inflatable and connectable canine fitness equipment. So let's talk a little bit about some of the ways that you can use this equipment connected together. You can certainly set the equipment side by side and connect them this way. This would be great if you're utilizing it with front feet on one piece of equipment and rear feet on another piece of equipment. One of my favorite ways to utilize it though is in a T shape. What this allows me to do is allow my dog to target their front feet to the longer piece of equipment and their rear feet to the more narrow piece of equipment. Typically, when you're utilizing balance equipment, when a dog's balance is challenged, they're very likely to go wide in their rear. An underinflated level creates a cradle or a base for another Propel platform to nestle into. When utilized this way, we increase the height of the equipment that the dog is working on, which can shift more weight to either the front or the rear, depending on whether or not they're doing front foot targeting or rear foot targeting.
Awesome stuff. So I wanted to show you, and I realized this, that I didn't do a very good job showing some of the ways that the Propel Air platform can be used with our other platform, the Climb Dog Training platform. So we've got quite the aesthetic going on here with blacks and grays, and I absolutely love how monochromatic it is, especially with Rue being a blue merle. So he's blacks and grays as well. We need to get Peek out here shortly in order to show off something with a red dog. So I'm going to send one of my helpers to run out and grab Peek, who's going to come in and demonstrate here in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. Peek's my 6-month-old Australian Collie. We'll see what we get out of her. She decided today that she doesn't like hot dogs for training treats. So, 6-month-olds, they get to decide that kind of stuff on the fly if they want to. But Rue is ready to work. So, here we go. He's hopped off of his climb. He's ready to work with me. One of the things that I really like about this is that I can have a stable surface for my dog to work on and an unstable surface. So I can help make sure that my dog's balance challenge isn't too difficult as I'm working with a senior dog. My boy is going to be turning 10 on May 15th. It's only a couple of weeks away. We're going to have to celebrate this big one with him. We're going to do it by heading to California for a nice little road trip together. So that'll be awesome. But Rue's aging. He's slowing down. We went hiking yesterday. He's just a little tender today. He's a little bit more sluggish, but he's ready to work, ready to earn these cookies that he won't eat. But I'm excited that he's here. So for my senior dogs, for my dogs, I really just want to make sure that I keep him moving, keep him using his body. It doesn't need to be backflips and handstands. It can be holding a nice static stand, maybe doing a chin rest with him in order to keep him in a nice static stand. That's cool. Maybe it's working on some little down to stand behaviors with his front feet on a piece of balance equipment. Good, stand, very nice. So very simple little behaviors that we're asking of our senior dogs. By utilizing this next to a climb, I'm keeping the surface area. Oh, look at you. You're pivoting everywhere. Oh, you're so excited. Sit. I know. I would put the equipment out a little bit more if you needed to. Sit. Good job. Wait. All right. So another way that I can do this, though, he's offering everything. I love what we've got from him. That side stepping and everything. My goodness. What I'm also looking for, though, is that he can target his rear feet to this piece of equipment. So I can also ask him to do rear foot targeting there, maintain that nice static, balanced stand there, and just shift his weight side to side. Can you go back? Good. Stay. Good. Very nice. Now, one of the other ways that I can use this piece of equipment, the Propel Air Platform with the climb, is by setting it up on an angled climb. So let me just scratch this off to the side really quick. And then I'll show you that there's something else we can do with this as well. So by utilizing the climb at an angle, I simply put the legs screwed in on top, and then I can have my dog target the Propel Air Platform here. And he can see his little sister is going to join us here shortly, but we'll demonstrate this exercise first. So I'm simply gonna ask him to do some front foot targeting here. He also knows how to do some rear foot targeting too. I can ask him to set his rear feet up there. Very nice, and target that. We'll see if he'll offer his little stretch behavior. Check. Nice, good boy, very nice. So there's lots of different ways that we can connect the pieces to each other. They definitely interact very nicely with each other as well. Good job, very good. Okay, nice work, very good. So of course you guys can see just how versatile it is. There's so many different ways that we can utilize the pieces of equipment together. And now what I think I'd like to show you guys a little bit more though is a little bit more about the pieces of equipment and what it's made out of. Look at you, hi. So we're gonna roll video for it, and when we get back, you'll get to see this little one doing her first Facebook Live.
The Propel Air Platform features 2 unique surfaces to work on, including a raised bubble side to stimulate neuroreceptors and aid in proprioception, as well as a lower profile lined side for sensitive paws. Our Propel Air Platform is made from a food-safe material that is latex, BPA, and phthalate-free. The Propel Air Platform is 23 inches long, 11 inches wide, and 4 inches tall. Take their training to new heights with the first connected inflatable training platform made in the USA.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness. So we've got a little peek out here. She is ramped and ready to go. But I want to show you just a little bit more about the texture and the surface of this Propel platform. So I'm going to ask my puppy if she will go to her climb, not the Propel Air Platform. And I'm going to ask Trevor if you can zoom in on this so that I can talk a little bit more about the appropriate lines and the 2 surface areas that we have on this. Awesome. I'm going to make sure that it focuses like we want it to. You guys can see my naughty little puppy here. And Trevor, I'm also just going to ask if you'll close that puppy gate that's behind you so that my baby doesn't decide to run off. Awesome. So in that video, we talked a little bit about the two different surface areas. So we do have the nubby side right here. This is going to stimulate the neuroreceptors. It's going to tell our dogs where their bodies are at in space and time. That's what proprioception is. Understanding that when a dog is running on the dog walk and one foot slips off of the dog walk, they need to understand that that foot slipped off of the dog walk, get their paw back up onto that dog walk, and finish the motion. They need to understand where their body is at in space and time. By having a nubby surface here, that's going to help our dogs understand what they're supposed to do. Now, what you might also recognize is these pro-grid lines. So you'll see that there's a line here that divides the center from left to right, and then there's also a line that divides it horizontally. When we're talking about canine fitness, it's so incredibly important that our dogs are utilizing proper form in any exercise that they're doing. So if my dog is doing a standing and their feet are cattywampus, if their feet are not perfectly parallel, then they're going to be compensating from one side to another side. So I really want my dogs to either have their paws, it doesn't matter, depending on the exercise, if they're a little bit here or if they're in the center. What I care about is that their paws are, is it time for you to work? It's almost. We want your paws right here. We want your paws right here. Okay, go get it. Go get it. It's almost your turn, I promise. Puppies, you guys, puppies. At least she's taking my treats right now, so I'm really proud of her for that. All right, so for this Propel platform, or the Pro grid lines, we want to make sure our dogs are placing their paws where we need them in order for them to be utilizing proper form. Flip it on over. We've heard from feedback from other pieces of canine fitness equipment that the nubbies are just too much for some dogs. So we designed a lower profile line side in order to still provide some sort of texture and surface for the dogs to be targeting to, but it's a little less abrasive for the dogs that might have sensitive paws. So this lower profile line side is a great option for dogs that might have sensitive paws, and so they can target the side. And again, we still have those pro grip lines on this side as well, so we can make sure that our puppies or our dogs are standing with proper form and utilizing. Now, just to kind of turn it to give you guys another direction, it's the same thing. We want their paws placed a natural distance or an appropriate distance apart from this. And Pinkie Pie, I think, is ready to work. So let's go ahead and show off a little bit with my puppy, Pete. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I structure my training sessions with her. So we'll dive into a little bit of training theory too. So she's smart as a whip, and I've been told more than once that Australian Coolies have to think that it's their idea when they're learning a new skill. And they often also think pretty far ahead of us. They're often 10 steps ahead. So in this training session, since I really want her to be actively engaged with me, I'm starting with a little game of tug, which is one of her favorite things. And I also test her, see if she's able to listen to her cues, that she's not too excited with the strangers that are in the room, the lights, the cameras, all of that stuff. Are you shy for our Facebook Live? All right, so what I'm going to see is make sure that she can still follow some of her cues here. Out. Good job. Spin. Oh, too excited. Good job. And twirl. Strike. Nice job. So I'm going to check, make sure she can still listen to the cues, make sure that she's in a position where she can learn a new behavior. One of the things I'm working on with her is rear foot targeting. So I'm going to use the Propel for that. Out, down, straight. Nice job. All right, so she's following all of the cues that I'm looking for here. She's spitting out the toy when I ask for it. She's offering some of those behaviors that she knows how to do really well. Her sits, her downs, her spins, and her twirls. So I think we're ready to start working on a new skill with her, which is going to be her rear foot targeting. Hey, Kai. Is it stuck to your face? Thank you. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the Propel platform up over here. I'm going to make sure that it's still in her frame. Very nice. And I'm specifically utilizing the bubbled texture because I want her to touch it and really feel it. I want her to know that her rear feet are where they need to be when we're working on this skill. All right, so what I'm looking for is just for her to put her rear feet up onto the platform. Let's see if she'll take my cookies. Nice job, yes. Good job. And we're gonna see if we can't get her to put her rear feet onto the platform. Oh, that was very nice. Look, ready? I'm looking for her to put her rear feet up there. Yes. I'm going to mark her heavily while she's up there. Yes. Brilliant, puppy, very nice. So I'm just doing some shaping. I'm not telling her exactly what I'm looking for. Yes, very nice. I'm using reward placement and my marker to tell her how brilliant she is. Then I'm going to place a cookie just out of reach so that she has to come off of it. Yes, very good, puppy. You're so brilliant. See if we can't get one more. Yes, very nice. Ready? Strike. Very good. So by utilizing the Propel Air Platform, I'm using that with a nubby side up so that she really knows where her rear feet are, and I'm asking her to target that. I was doing a little bit of shaping with her, not necessarily luring her over the equipment, just seeing if she can figure out what I am looking for. So I think that is plenty for the baby dog. Let's say goodbye to our Facebook Live friends. I'm going to have my helper come and grab Peek. And Trevor, if you would signal to our helper and see if he would come and grab Peek. She's done a phenomenal job for this Facebook Live. I'm so impressed with this just over 6-month-old puppy, and we are going to send her on her way. And go ahead and recall her to you if you want.
Peek.
If you would put Peek up into the kennel, I would appreciate it. Ready, go!
Lots of great questions in here. I'm trying to keep track of all of them. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Well,
Peek's like, I'm not done. I love the Propel too much.
all right, here, take your ball. Take your ball, and our friend's going to call you. You can call her name. The puppy wrangling. The puppy wrangling is impressive. Awesome. Trevor, if you wouldn't mind adjusting our A-roll camera, I'm going to come and talk directly to camera while we answer some of these
I think that's a
questions.
great question.
Perfect. And I'm actually going to take a quick sip of my tea as well.
You guys have been a fantastic comment audience. It's been awesome to have all of you in here. And keep asking those questions, because the questions is what's also entering in for the Propel giveaway. So.
All right, so let's answer some of those questions. Let's make sure our A-roll is focused on
Me, you.
On me.
Yeah, thank you. Not me. They don't need me. They don't need the man behind the camera over here. All right, so I would say one of the biggest questions I saw on here is sturdiness, the material, like, you know, is it waterproof, like things like that.
Great question. So it's air-proof. Air doesn't leak out of it. So absolutely, it's definitely waterproof. We don't recommend it for use inside of pools just yet. We'll have to do a little bit more testing. But if you tested it in a pool and you break it and you tell us it doesn't work in pools, we'll give you a replacement one for free as we start to learn some of that information.
That was another question about like the sturdiness and, you know, if it gets punctured or damaged at all.
Yeah. So it's made out of a very sturdy material. We did make sure that the walls, the thickness of the material, was such that it wasn't going to become punctured by dog nails. Excuse me. Now, of course, we always want to make sure that we take good care of our dog's nails, that we are trimming them, and I recommend dremeling, but if your dog's fearful of Dremel, totally understand that. Utilizing a scratch board can also help file them down as well. But if you're regularly maintaining your dog's nails, they're not going to puncture this product. It's also quite sturdy when you think of utilizing it outdoors as well. There is a UV stabilizer inside of it, so it's not going to deteriorate or rot if you leave in the sun. It's not a plastic material like that. And additionally, it does still hold traction when wet. So when you're utilizing this, if it's got some dog slobber and drool on it, or if it's gotten wet by leaving it outside and there's some dew that's collected on it, it does still maintain traction that way as well. I hope I answered that question.
I mean, that was brilliant, and that was outside use was the last bit on there, so you just answered that right away.
Yep, and it's UV stabilized.
So, I mean, another question I got a couple times is short dogs, small dogs, you know, the size of it, which maybe answered in our next video, because that's also the last roll here. But
that's a great thing. Let's go ahead and roll that last video really quick. You guys are asking some great questions about that. It is safe. It's built to last. It's designed with your dog in mind. We're going to talk a little bit about that in this last video.
The Propel Air Platform features 2 unique surfaces to work on, including a raised bubble side to stimulate neuroreceptors and aid in proprioception, as well as a lower profile lined side for sensitive paws. Our Propel Air Platform is made from a food-safe material that is latex, BPA, and phthalate-free. The Propel Air Platform is 23 inches long, 11 inches wide, and 4 inches tall. Take their training to new heights with the first connected inflatable training platform made in the USA.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Let's answer a few more questions. But before we answer those questions, just a quick thing. Those of you that are answering questions, you're being entered to win one of 3 Propel Air platforms that we're going to give away at the end of this Facebook Live. So we've got a little random drawing that's going on behind the scenes. If you're asking questions, you're going to be entered to win one of 3 Propel Air platforms given away at the end of this Facebook Live. You can also up your chances for winning by sharing this Facebook Live and saying, I'm watching Blue9 reveal their new product. So if you want to share this Facebook Live and say, I'm watching Blue9 reveal their new product, you're going to be entered to win one of our t-shirts that we have as well. So let's go ahead and answer a few more questions.
Yep. Can you attach it to the climb?
Can you attach it to the climb? Yes, absolutely. So the climb has 2 handles on either side of the climb. You can connect the Propel Air platform to the climb handle using the hook and zip tie strap.
Awesome. And then we've had experience with this actually, or testing the product is how does it slide on smooth surfaces? Like how does those bumps and those different surfaces help with it sliding around?
That's a great question. What I would make sure that you're considering is that if the equipment is sliding on any surface, your dog's paws are also going to be sliding on that surface. Anytime that we're doing canine fitness exercises, we want to make sure that our dog's paws are on a non-slip surface. Now, if you don't have something like that available in your house, a simple yoga mat will work. Or looking at some of those puzzle piece foam flooring pieces would be of benefit as well. Or just making sure that you're training on carpet or on some sort of air yoga. We want to make sure that our dog's paws, because they're not going to all be on the Propel Air platform all the time, we want to make sure that their paws are also going to be safe and on the non-slip surface.
Weight limit. Do you have one yet, or?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I didn't look into that specific weight limit. It's designed specifically for dogs. I will say that I've been standing on mine at my standing desk, so we tell you that it's weight limited to hold a human. And we've had a couple of other people that utilize standing desks at Blue9 as well that had utilized this. It's great for standing on top of. You can think about it as like an anti-fatigue mat, but what I also like doing is that it definitely challenges my balance as well. It gives me something to do as I rock backwards and forwards and shift my weight from left to right as I'm at my standing desk. So a human can be on it, and that must mean that a mastiff can be on it as well. So I would say that a weight limit is not something to be concerned about.
And then you've answered this already, but does it come pre-inflated?
So it's going to come partially inflated, but it'll still be a little bit less than what we are calling neutrally inflated. So you'll want to give it a couple of pumps of air before you get started with it in order to make sure that you're giving your dog enough of an balance challenge.
And then when it comes to ordering, we should talk about that and the deals and what's going on and all that stuff again. Because again, lots of questions about that.
You guys are asking. Absolutely. So our launch date is Tuesday, April 27th. So save the date, set your alarms. We do have a limited time offer that's going to be available at the time that the product launches. When you purchase 2 of the Propel Air platforms, you're going to receive 2 free gifts that will automatically be added to your cart. Those 2 free gifts are the connector straps. They're a hook and loop strap that you can connect 2 pieces of the Propel Air platforms to each other, or you can connect it to a Climb dog training platform so that you can utilize it in a wide variety of different ways.
Awesome.
You're also going to receive a Propel Air pump, so you'll be able to utilize that in order to pump up your new canine fitness inflatable equipment. Now that's a limited time offer. It's available while supplies last. So definitely make sure that you take advantage of that. Again, the product is going to be launching Tuesday, April 27th. We'll want to make sure that you save the date and check back on our website for more information on that date.
Awesome. And then I think one of the other biggest questions is training resources with it, with a pamphlet or anything like that.
Yeah. So the Propel Air platform does come with a little booklet that gives you 6 different exercises to try with your dog right off the bat. And I'll say that this is a brand new product for us. I'm so thrilled that we already have some of those educational resources available to show you how to get started with the equipment. However, we're always building more. And Trevor is up here this weekend and will actually be building more educational materials that will be available at a later date, including educational training videos showing you how to do different canine fitness exercises with your dog with the Propel Air Platform. But absolutely, we've got stuff for you to get started right away. It's going to come with a little booklet that has 6 different exercises that you can try with your dog in order to get started.
Yeah, and there's people wondering about bundle deals, stock pricing. I think that's talking about like multi-crossing, things like that, and pricing information, where they can find that eventually.
Yeah, so all of the pricing information will be available on the website Tuesday, April 27th. As I said, there is that limited time offer that's available, though. You're going to receive 2 free gifts. When you purchase 2 Propel Air platforms, you get 2 free gifts. The free connector straps, the hook and loop straps to connect them to each other or to the client, and then also the Propel Air pump so that you can pump up your product. Those will also be available sold separately. So if you're just picking up one for right now, that's totally fine. You can pick up those straps and the Propel Air pump separately if you would like as well. Say that 6 times fast.
Right.
Especially after almost an hour of being live. I feel like I'm doing all right. Perfect. So
I think it's
I
time.
did see another question pop up. When it sells out, how soon will you get more? We anticipate this product launch to be very successful. Judging based off of the number of people that are in this room, thank you everyone for joining this Facebook Live and for all of the comments that you've given us. That's been absolutely amazing. And so I think as far as when will they come back in stock, that information is kind of to be determined. We don't anticipate that they're going to be out of stock for months and months and months on end, of course. We hope to get them back in stock right away. But we do anticipate this to be a very successful product launch. Trevor, can you give me I want to take a look really quick at some of the names that we've had pulled up here for our questions and see if we can't randomly draw a couple of people for our Propel Air Platform. So
do you want me to like play that last video while we look at videos like that? Like we're going to play the video one more time, like the full video.
Go for it. Yeah, let's play our Propel Air Platform video, the full thing, so that you guys can see a really good overview of everything. And we're going to make sure that we've selected some winners for our shirts and for the Propel Air platforms.
Awesome. Just hang in there with me, guys. I'm going to pull this up. It'll just take a moment.
Hi, I'm Jamie Popper from Blue 9 Pet Products, and I'm excited to be telling you guys about the new Propel Air Platform. Hoping to help your dog build balance, agility, and strength? We've got a platform for that. Blue 9 is pleased to announce the new product to the current lineup of premium solution-based pet products. When we set out to design the Propel Air Platform, we knew we wanted to create something special, a tool to help connect owners and their dogs, to propel their relationship and performance to new heights, and to prepare dogs' bodies for the activities they do. Proudly made in the USA, the Propel Air Platform has an affordable price tag without sacrificing quality. Designed with connection points and pro grid lines to offer you and your dog the most flexibility to reach your fitness goals. The Propel Air Platform can be inflated to a wide variety of different inflation levels. When first introducing our dog to the product, we'll want to start off with a neutral inflation level. A neutral inflation level encourages balance challenge from left to right. When we're ready to increase the balance challenge for our dog, simply inflate the Propel Air Platform more. What this does is still challenge our dogs from that left to right movement, but it'll also roll front to back even more. This inflation level should be reserved for confident dogs that have been actively involved in a fitness program for some time. This inflation level has the potential to roll the equipment if the dog is not standing properly balanced. The Propel Air Platform is the first inflatable and connectable canine fitness equipment. So let's talk a little bit about some.
Awesome. We were able to make sure that we drew 3 of our Propel Air Platform winners. Like shredding of some paper, if you guys didn't hear all of the shredding of paper on my head. Throwing them into a hat. Thank you everyone for asking all of those brilliant questions. I would love to answer any other questions that have come through. Happy to scroll back through, answer some more questions. But what I want to do in honor of your guys' time is announce a couple of winners for the Propel Air platforms. Because we have so many winners for our t-shirts, you have to go back and do a little bit more digging, and I'm going to be in contact with you separately in order to announce our t-shirt winners. But we've done a random drawing from all of the people that have already asked questions. I'm still going to stay and answer some more questions, so feel free to throw a couple more in there, but we're at the point where we can't receive any additional entries into this Propel Air Platform drawing. We've got 3 winners. I'm so sorry, guys. I did not have time to type them into Google in order to learn how best to pronounce last names. So let me grab my little cheat sheet list of our winners here. And if I butcher your last name, I apologize ahead of time. So our first winner for the Propel Air Platform, I don't know, Trevor, are you going to try and type them in?
I could type min or I might pull up one of their comments because then it's proof that they were here. So
Awesome.
they're not just picking random people that we know from our friends.
No.
So they're all our friends here, aren't they?
They are all our friends. Perfect. So I see one of them already on here as well. It's not my question, but I saw one of the names that we had randomly drawn, and her poor last name. It was Mary Zakrzewski.
That one.
Zakrzewski. Mary Zakrzewski.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
I should have like party music or something.
We should have like a very comfortable sound. Perfect. All right. So our other winner is Emily Healy.
Woo! Yay!
Awesome. And our third winner is my cheat sheet, Gabby Tennyson.
Woohoo! I will find your name in here, Gabby.
Gabby Tennyson.
Gabby, you're in here, I know.
Gabby Tennyson. Awesome. Perfect. We're scrolling back through the comments in order to find Gabby's name so that we can put it up there. Gabby Tennyson.
Gabby, you're in here. I know
Gabby's
you are.
in here somewhere. Even if we can't find that.
Gabby, put your name down the bottom and then I can.
Gabby, write us a comment.
Write us a comment right now. There's too many comments. Everyone's like saying congrats, so I'm losing track of all my comments because everyone's saying congrats. And
all right. Thank you everyone who has joined us so far for this Facebook Live. I see that we still have 163 people on this Facebook Live, which is absolutely incredible. Super happy to see everyone that's here. So I'd like to answer a few more questions that you might have. So I'm gonna have Trevor scroll back. I see that there's a ton of congratulations, a ton of yays.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna have Trevor scroll back and see.
Oh, here's Gabby. Finally got you, Gabby. Everyone's congratulating you. Good.
Perfect. Trevor, can you find me another question to answer?
Oh,
if
yes.
you guys have other questions, feel free to drop them in the bottom as well.
You know, there was a very, very, very popular question, and that was about those connectors, like the durability of the connectors, the risk of maybe dog paws or anything like that. If y'all have any future plans on connectors, anything like that.
Yeah. So the connector pieces that we have available right now are a hook and loop strap. You could call it Velcro, but it's a hook and loop strap. And what it does is it's kind of similar to a zip tie in the sense that there's a little hole that you can pull it through, and that's how you're going to secure that together. It is really important to us that any connector that we develop or are using for this product, that it's going to help with, it's not going to be a safety risk for the dogs. So we wouldn't recommend using something like a carabiner, for example, because it's metal, the dog can get their paw caught in it, it could get pinched on the little carabiner piece that clips together, that sort of thing. So we wouldn't recommend using anything metal in that way. We are in development of a proprietary connector piece that will be made available at some time in the future as well. Blue Knight is always constantly developing solutions for the pet parents and the feedback that they give us. We've made iterations of the Climb Dog Training Platform. We've made updates to the Climb Dog Training Platform based off of the feedback that we received from our customers. So we have these hook and loop straps available right now. They're an excellent solution for connecting them together, but we're also working on something that's going to be even bigger and better.
And I mean, if anybody's question was not answered, and we did talk about pricing is going to be on the website on April 27th. Please put them in the bottom right now so we can finish this up and wrap this up for you guys. Now, we've mentioned this before too, the risk of it popping if it's overinflated.
Is there a risk of it popping? If you're utilizing the platform and your dog's nails are well maintained and you're not asking them to bounce on and off of it like it's a trampoline, it's going to last perfectly fine. We also talked a little bit about the weight rating for this as well. We've got humans standing on it, adult male humans standing on it at their standing desks. Weight limit is definitely not a concern. And also the durability of the product is not a concern. In our product testing, we didn't have any failures of this product. It's not going to explode when your dog steps on it. It's a very safe product. Now, that being said, if you encounter any issues with any of our products, actually, not just the Propel Air Platform, we do have a 100% customer happiness guarantee. So if you have any concerns with the product, if you've had anything that goes wrong with it, you can certainly contact us and we'll make sure to make things right. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this Facebook Live with you. Just as a quick reminder, we do have a launch date of Tuesday, April 27th. All of the pricing information will be available on the website at that time. We do have a limited time offer available as well. And that is if you purchase 2 of the Propel Air platforms, you're going to receive 2 free gifts that are added to your cart automatically. And those 2 free gifts are going to be the hook and loop connector straps so that you can utilize the Propel Air platforms connected to each other or to the pump. And you're also going to receive a free Propel Air pump so that you can pump up your Propel Air platform as soon as you receive it. Big thank you to everyone who has joined us for this Facebook Live. Really appreciate everything. Super excited for all of our friends who joined us on our Instagram Live as well. Definitely make sure that you check out our YouTube channel in order to see all of the other videos that we shared during our Facebook Live. But until next time, really appreciate all of you guys being here. If you want to learn more about the Propel Air platform, check our Facebook page and then our website on Tuesday, April 27th. Tuesday, April 27th. Awesome. Thanks, guys.